My name is Judd Stark.
I'm Sabrina Khan.
I'm Cheryl Gelling.
Emily Wilson.
Irene Chen.
My name's Kate Reese-Davies.
Victor Garcia.
My name is Ko Wu.
My name's Dana Benjamin, and I am in the UCLA ArcID program.
I'm taking the Project Management Certificate program at UCLA Extension.
Advertising and marketing.
I am a graduate of the Interior Design program.
And my focus was the Directing Certificate.
I'm doing the paralegal program.
The UCLA Extension Certificate in Fundraising program.
I'm in the UCLA Extension Teacher Credential program.
UCLA Extension Certificate program in Drug and Alcohol Abuse Counseling.
What I liked about this program when I decided to go back to school was that it was geared towards professionals and working people and adults with lives and careers and families, and that was exactly what I needed.
The first class we took during the fall semester was a class on education foundations, and it was all about the different philosophies of education, the key intellectuals and the mindsets to have when you're a teacher. And I think that having that class to start off with really laid the foundation of how I perceived my role is as a teacher, the role that my students should take in the field of education, and their eventual roles within society.
Coming to UCLA Extension has been a mind-blowing experience for me. This is the first time I've been in college in 35 years. I've been tested on a collegiate level. Considering the amount of brain cells that I lack, I'm in with an amazing group of people. People that know their way around project, people that know their way around construction sites, and this is what UCLA focuses on. They focus on teaching you what you need in order to excel.
I directed a few short films that I'd written and produced myself, just kind of wangled through them really, but actually coming to the facility and being trained properly on how to work with actors and just, learning about the different shots and the camera angles.
One of my first classes, I never knew that I could draw at all. And I took this class, and we were given this book to learn how to, it's called Drawing from the Right Side of Your Brain. And there's all these exercises about sketching in it. And I started going through this book, and it blew my mind because I was able to draw and sketch at a really high level, and I never would have imagined that.
You take individual counseling, you take cultural sensitivity training. You may deal with addicts who are you will deal with addicts from much different cultures. The way to approach them, the best way to help them is to learn as much as you can about each culture. And UCLA has a cultural diversity class here in the program, which is great.
UCLA is one of the few ABA certified paralegal programs in Southern California, and I think it's like the only one that offers a 5-month one. A lot of law firms look highly upon that certification because it shows that you've had the training and that you have the skill set needed.
UCLA Extension has changed my life dramatically. I can't even express how many different ways, from the networking, from the knowledge, to doors opening up, to people calling me because now I have this new expertise and I have the tools to help nonprofits become better at what they do, from developing their boards, to working with volunteers, to setting up annual giving campaigns, to grant writing.
I started at UCLA Extension with the advertising certificate. And as I was approaching the end of that program, I realized that there were still more classes that I wanted to take. So I extended my studies by taking the marketing certificate. And since they share a lot of the same core classes, I was able to only take 5 more classes to be able to have 2 certificates. Well, last year I put a team together for the 48-hour film festival, and most of my crew were students in the extension in my classes, and I think we had 17 different countries working on my film.
There's a lot of students that are currently project managers. There's a few of us that have worked at film companies. The background is pretty varied. Somebody works in the automotive business, one person that I know in advertising, and I know a project manager with his PMP still taking classes. So it's a pretty varied group.
There was all sorts of different people, which was great. A lot of them were working parents, working professionals, and from a variety of backgrounds. There was lawyers, there was graphic designers, there was bartenders. It was everybody, that anybody that had an interest in design, people were finally taking the jump.
It's really great being surrounded by people who are so driven and so eager to learn, because it really motivates you to want to succeed, especially when you're already friends with all these people and you're going through the whole experience together. You kind of encourage each other to, take that next step, apply for that job, because you know that they can do it and you have all the support.
It's such a wide variety of people here. I have people who are my age, but I have people much younger, so it makes me feel young, which is great, which is a good thing. And the other thing, too, is that you get people from so many walks of life, and they're working people, generally speaking, as am I, so you're getting so much experience, and you're taught by the students as well as the teachers. You learn a ton, and they're always there for a resource, and you're all kind of helping each other.
Most of my classes are online, but there's a very heavy focus on discussions. So even within the online classes, we spend most of our times collaborating with the fellow students. So though I don't always see them, we speak through written communication and even video communication. So we've recorded videos, watched other students in their videos, and then responded to them in kind. And I think that kind of collaboration allows me to work with so many different kinds of students who've all at this moment in their lives decided to come together to focus on education.
The kind of people that I was used to studying with my entire education were always very international, but what I found beyond more than a cultural diversity at UCLA Extension was a diversity in terms of socioeconomical backgrounds, professional backgrounds, and all these differences led to a really enriching classroom experience, more than any other institution I've ever been to.
My internship was awesome. It's one of the benefits of the UCLA Paralegal program. We actually have a career advisor, and they provide us with a list of people that they've worked with in the past, or graduates of the program who went off to become lawyers. Any of the students are able to just call up or send in resumes, and they look highly upon us because they know that the program is legitimate. I decided to do a boutique firm rather than a large one because I wanted to be able to work really closely with that attorney and to have more hands-on experience.
I work for a big production company in Los Angeles who have done a lot of films. So just getting the opportunity to work in a production company and seeing how the process goes from script to screen, and then just seeing how a film takes so long to develop and that it doesn't just happen overnight.
The good news about internships around the city in Los Angeles and Southern California area is that if you say that you're from UCLA and you're studying in the UCLA program, a lot of these places really want to see you.
For my last quarter at UCLA Extension, I did an internship at the Grammys in their communications department. This was a fantastic way to cap off my studies. I was able to apply everything I learned in my program in the real world and at an organization that I really believe in.
The first project that I got out of school was designing a storefront office at a prominent landmark building here in Los Angeles. So that was really exciting, and I believe that the tools that I received here at UCLA Extension allowed me to be successful in that opportunity.
I have been working as a volunteer for the American Heart Association. My mother was always a big fundraiser for the Heart Association. I lost her to a brain tumor in 2006 and pretty much picked up the torch from there. And I've been very active doing a photo shoot for the Huntington Hospital Go Red campaign.
During the program, I started working with a residential interior designer, and we've done celebrity homes and showcase houses and all sorts of really fun projects, and it's exactly what I want to be doing. It's a dream.
My thesis film, which I did for my last semester, we submitted it to the Cannes Film Festival and it got picked up, so that was really nice. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Coming to UCLA Extension and getting my PMP certificate has really been a turning point for me in many ways, but the main reason, the one thing I could come away with is that in today's market, you need tools, and the tools are explored, you get tested, they're defined, you really come away with an amazing background going through this. And I am proud, I am so excited to go back into the workforce with this understanding.
It's been the place where I've really been able to find out who I am and what I want to do. And I feel like I've really blossomed and come into my own, both personally and professionally.
UCLA Extension has been the foundation for my success as a first-year teacher. I think the first year teaching is the hardest year of any of the years teaching and can be like a win or a lose situation. And if it weren't for UCLA and the support I received and the collaboration skills I developed via my classes, as well as talking with my professors, I don't think I would have had such a successful year my first year of teaching in South Central Los Angeles.
UCLA Extension is a great way to learn about the craft that you want to pursue, and a wonderful way for you to break into the career that you desire.
UCLA Extension is inspiration.
UCLA Extension is one of the most amazing places I've ever had the opportunity of being a part of.
UCLA Extension is transformative.
UCLA Extension is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I think UCLA Extension is a hidden gem that not enough people know about.
UCLA Extension is a place where I could, after 25 years, go back, get my feet wet in a field that I dreamed about doing 25 years ago, and being made to feel like I'm right at home.
I am
UCLA
Extension.